Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening, going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, huge amounts of rain is making it into portions of Columbia, Saluda, Greenwood, Anderson, McCormick, down towards Barnwell as well, and Augusta. Also seeing some rain through there. Also has some rain, some kind of like some sprinkled showers going through the Western PD region and the Northern Midlands region of South Carolina. Also have flood watches out pretty much for the entire Midlands of South Carolina as well. Let's scroll our way out and let's check out the MRMS. And as you can see, I mean, pretty much, you can see that pretty much we just have this entire system down here going through Carolinas, Georgia, Florida as well. Texas towards like Houston, seeing some flooding, has some flooding concerns as well. They have some flood watches over there. Also, inside of Mexico and Texas, inside of southern Texas, we do have some rain going on down there. Louisiana, Mississippi also have some rain going on there as well. The Northeast is seeing some storms. The the Ohio Valley is also seeing some rain showers right now. Some of them are producing some flooding. Even some storms in the west as well, going to the Rockies, the western states like Nevada, Idaho, Oregon as well, and also up here inside of North Dakota. We do have some rain up there. And that's pretty much it in terms of the entire United States. Let's go on and let's look at cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is really just showing mainly moderate to heavy cloud cover that goes all the way from the upstate down into kind of like the western Midlands of South Carolina. Columbia seeing some heavy cloud cover. Augusta seeing some heavy cloud cover. Same thing with Savannah and Charleston seeing some moderate, light to moderate. Same thing with Myrtle Beach and Florence, light to moderate cloud cover. But the majority of that cloud cover is just to the south and east/south of Augusta. And that's where the majority of that is. As you can see down here for the cloud cover total percentage, as we push this forward, you can see that cloud cover will persist as we go through tonight. It will actually increase as we get through tonight. And as we go into tomorrow morning, cloud cover will continue to be persistent. And it will be cloudy pretty much all day tomorrow. Here's our current temperatures: 80 in Columbia, 84 in Charleston, 82 in Savannah, 82 in Myrtle Beach, 77 in Augusta, 82 in Anderson and Greenville, 80 in Rock Hill, 82 in Florence, and 82 in Loris as well. Low temperatures around 74 in Columbia, 79 in Charleston, 78 in Hilton Head Island, 77 in Myrtle Beach, 75 in Georgetown, 72 in Rock Hill, 72 in Spartanburg, Greenville, and Anderson, and Aiken as well. Here's our forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. This goes all the way to 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. 2 to 3 inches of rain possible in Aiken, 1.5 to 2 inches of rain possible in Columbia, with around 1.5 to 2 inches possible in Florence. Same thing, 1 to 1.5 inches possible in Moncks Corner, 1 to 1.5 inches possible in Charleston, half an inch to an inch possible in Hilton Head Island, 1.5 inches possible in Walterboro, and then around 1 to 1.5 inches possible in Georgetown. In Myrtle Beach, half an inch to an inch possible. In Spartanburg, half an inch to an inch. Greenville, quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Rock Hill, half an inch to an inch, and then Anderson, quarter of an inch to a half an inch. So very high rain totals as we go through the next 24 hours. And mainly that's because of our slight risk of excessive rainfall. You can see here that we do have a slight risk of excessive rainfall that goes through tonight, but it's really tomorrow that's looking to be the big deal, as the entire state of South Carolina is in a slight risk of excessive rainfall. It means that everyone has a chance of scattered flash flooding as we get through tomorrow for your Thursday. So everyone's gonna have to watch out for scattered flash flooding. And then that doesn't stop there, because Friday we do have another slight risk of excessive rainfall that goes all the way from mainly like the Beaufort region all the way up towards Columbia, up through Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, all the way up through Charleston and Florence, Sumter, into North Carolina, and then a marginal risk for everyone else. Day 4, the entire state's in a minor flooding risk for some minor flooding on Saturday, and then Sunday it kind of I should say like chills out with a marginal risk, really just for like Greenville, Anderson down towards Augusta, and Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, and that's pretty much it. In terms of flash flooding, in terms of the SPC outlook, we do have ATSTM still for tonight. Again, just regular thunderstorms are possible as those heavy showers push in. As we go into tomorrow, thunderstorms are possible again for everyone tomorrow. And same thing for Friday as well. Friday, we have a risk for some thunderstorms, but not really meant to be severe. No tropical cyclone activity is expected during the next 7 days, but we are watching for some development inside of the Atlantic as we go through, especially next week. I do think next week could possibly be a week that we might actually have to watch out for some sort of tropical activity, even potential impacts to South Carolina as well. We'll talk about that more as we get a bit closer. Or I might show some of the models that some were showing, but as we get closer, we will definitely start covering that more. Here is the models as we go through the next day or so, next couple of days. Here's the NAM 3 kilometer model, not the HRRR, because the HRRR has been having some issues, so we're going to go with the NAM 3. And as we get through, here's what 9 o'clock should look like, kind of resemblant. Maybe a bit heavy on the rain, but other than that, pretty resemblant of what's going on right now. As we move through to around 1 o'clock in the morning, still heavy showers, heavy downpours will still be continuing inside of northern South Carolina and as well through the Augusta regions. As we continue on through around 5 o'clock in the morning, showers will be pushing through the Charleston, Georgetown regions as well, even through Augusta and up there towards Manning and Florence. And then around 8 to 9 a.m., potential for some more showers and thunderstorms to continue through the Columbia region and also over there towards Conway, Myrtle Beach, and Loris. And then other than that, as it moves its way off tomorrow at around 4 o'clock p.m., more showers, more storms will continue, and they will fire up. Not really as widespread as tomorrow will be, but in terms of Friday, it could still try to bring something in terms of like excessive rainfall. But the afternoon of Thursday of tomorrow does not really look bad either. It's really just the early morning hours that I think that we're really gonna have to watch for heavy rain. Afternoon hours did not really look that bad. Obviously, still thunderstorms in there. Friday again, like I was saying, it won't really look that bad as it did on Thursday. Still heavy rainfall, heavy downpours are still possible. Thunderstorms are still possible, but not really that bad. And then this is what you can expect on Saturday morning. Not widespread like Friday and Thursday is. Now let's go on and let's talk about the future. Let me pull this up real quick. And as we move into the southeast, let me move my thing over here, and here we go. So as we move this forward, we're gonna move probably through the 27th because we just talked about that. 27th again, Saturday, not looking like too much, but then as we go through around the 28th and the 29th, again maybe just a bit more of a break. The 30th again looking more, I'd say more dry than it's been looking for a while. August the 1st, same thing. August the 2nd, some more thunderstorms. August the 3rd, more thunderstorms. August the 4th could potentially be a rain-free day. We're going to have to continue to watch for that, though. August the 5th, again, more rain. August the 6th and the 7th. August the 8th, maybe more on the rain side, not really on the thunderstorm side, but obviously thunderstorms cannot be ruled out, and we're way too far out to talk about that anyway. So don't take that exactly as I said it. And then now let's go and let's talk about the tropics. If I go over here to the continental United States and we go at the 500 millibar activity, and actually I'm going to see if the Euro, yes, the Euro does have it. So one thing that I do want to watch for is we're going to just continue through. You can see, you see blue stuff, you see the orange stuff, you see all this stuff, and it's not really like too active if you're looking at tropics, not really too active, and then there's going to be a time potentially like August the 1st to where we could start to see some really nice weather across most of the United States. But look down there towards your southeast or towards the bottom right portion of the screen. You can start to see a little blue thing starting to develop. That is tropical activity. This is on August the 2nd that we're looking at this, getting close to the Bahamas or just to the north and east of Cuba. And actually, I have my pen out. You can see it right down here. If you continue to push that forward, look at it starting to intensify more and more. And it's mainly trying to go kind of like on this track, kind of like at that kind of trajectory. So again, that thing can go this way, it can go this way, it can go this way, or it could just not be there in general, and this could just be like a run that's like not important, but still something to watch for, especially as we get towards August the 3rd. You can see it right there at the top right of your screen. So we'll continue to monitor that and make sure that you guys have all of your hurricane plans ready just in case if this tries to do something. Right now it's not looking to be too significant, but still do not want to take any chances on it at all. So let's go and let's talk with the audience, not about the audience. Let's talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You can ask questions, comments, concerns, questions about the weather. You can ask comments on constructive criticism, all that kind of stuff. And this is what the chat looks like right now. Mr. Oliver says, I'm back. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well, Joseph. I am doing well. How are the tropics? Well, I just talked about that. No tropical activity for the next 7 days, but we are watching for some development going into early August. My cousin says, good evening, JP. Good evening. And then Mr. Anything, he says, good evening, JP. Good evening to you. My other cousin says, hey, Jose, and then greetings, everyone. Hello to both of you. And then that's it in terms of the comments. I don't see anything else. So now, if we don't have any more questions, let's go on and let's do our San Antonio and Raleigh forecast, and then we will be out. If you guys are new and this is your first time watching, the reason why we do a San Antonio and Raleigh forecast is because we have people watching from both of those areas. So that's the reason why we do this. And let's push this back and let's start off. So looking at tonight, again, showers and storms will probably persist as you go through the early morning hours tonight. And then as you continue, not really too much activity tomorrow. Same thing for the day after that. The 26th is looking fine, and the 27th is looking fine as well. So you can have some dry conditions past tonight for the next 48 or so hours after that. As we get into temperatures, though, because temperatures are always usually the same. Usually, they've been pretty sustained around like highs and around the high 80s, low 90s. We'll see if that changes though as we get through the next couple of days. We'll see what the NAM has to say about it. As you push this forward and as we go through tonight, low temperature seems to be around 74. As you go into tomorrow, high temperature seems to be around 84, 85. Low temperatures tomorrow seems to be around 74-ish. And then as you go into Friday, as you go into Friday, we will have high temperatures around 88. Low temperatures Friday night around 75, 74, somewhere around there. And then as we get through towards Raleigh, North Carolina, let me move up there. There it is. Low temperatures in Raleigh will be around 73 for tonight. High temperatures tomorrow around 80. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 74. And then high temperatures on Friday, possibly around 81. Low temperatures on Friday, possibly around in the low 70s. In terms of rain, go on and look at that now. So here it is at around 9 o'clock. Again, just showers and storms continue going into tonight, and heavy rain activity will continue. Spotty showers will again persist going into the early morning hours tomorrow. and they will eventually probably turn into thunderstorms by the time we get to around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then it might be a little bit dry, but until you get to around 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday, you have another chance for just isolated downpour to come through the region, and that's pretty much it for now. And then now in terms of severe weather, let's talk about excessive rainfall and just any type of severe weather. Here is both of y'all on the map right here. If we go to day 1, which is tonight, Raleigh has some scattered flooding is possible in Raleigh tonight. Minor flooding in San Antonio is possible. And then tomorrow, Raleigh's under a slight risk of excessive rainfall. For tomorrow, scattered flash flooding is possible, and San Antonio in the marginal risk, meaning minor flooding. Same thing as Thursdays. Raleigh has a scattered risk of flash flooding. Same thing, San Antonio, minor flooding, it's possible. Then minor flooding for San Antonio, no threat for Raleigh on Saturday. And then Sunday, San Antonio, minor risk of flooding on Sunday, and no chance for Raleigh on Sunday either. In terms of severe weather, not really anything in terms of severe weather. There's just no threat for any type of severe weather for the next 3 days. So we'll continue to monitor that, though. I also want to mention this in terms of kind of like a weather news thing. Down near the Houston region, we do have a moderate risk of flash flooding. So if you know anybody inside of the Houston region for tonight, let them know. Or close to the Houston region, kind of like on the Louisiana-Texas border. And also, day 2 is no different, but instead like Lake Charles, Alexandria, and Lafayette, Louisiana, going down towards the coast of Texas. Moderate risk of excessive rainfall is in effect for both of those regions as well. So, do you know anybody inside those regions? Let them know that flash flooding is a concern. If you know anybody inside of a flood-prone area, or if they know somebody in a flood-prone area, let them know to let them know. Or, yes, let them know to let them know, the people inside the flood-prone area, to get to higher ground if necessary. Because flash flooding does kill more people than tornadoes, damaging winds, hurricanes. Flash flooding does have the most deaths. So that's all that I have in terms of tonight, Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow. Make sure that you guys hit the like button and the subscribe button. Right now we're at 160 subscribers right now. And hopefully we can get to, like I'd say, 160, 161, 162 tonight. Hopefully we can get there. Again, we're trying to get to 200 by the end of August. August 31st is our last day. So that's all that I have. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow.